Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern Ned Reynolds in the studio on a Tuesday morning. The preseason machine for Major League Baseball continues to move, but Cardinals going to get that trade done.
You know, the official word from up in St. Louis is that there is, quote, no traction on any possible deal, end quote. So here, once again, you have a story where the media jumps to conclusions and so forth and so on. Well, it could be that the media is being asked, hey, cool it, guys, cool it. We'll do the negotiating and we'll tell you what's going to happen. But regardless of that, Nolan Arenado is suiting up as a St. Louis Cardinal. He did not get any hits yesterday, went 0 for 2, but the Cardinals got a win. But nevertheless, no deal, no nothing, so we'll just wait and see what happens.
Wait and see what happens is right. Missouri high school basketball playoffs are underway for the smaller schools in the area. We get any surprises yesterday?
This is 1, 2, and 3. And then the larger schools, 4, 5, and 6, play their districts next week. This is all district competition, but it's the same, Mike, because one loss and it's sayonara to the season and you're on to baseball or track and field or whatever it is that you have. Major surprises? No, not really. Walnut Grove is having a pretty good year. They knocked out Golden City. Lockwood ran away from Everton. Wheatland, which is 23-3 on the year, defeated Fair Play 67, I should say, to 34. Skyline was a winner, but in a big one out in Fair Grove, they have a district out there, and Sparta and Clever played last night. Clever was the winner, 50-42, and that means that Clever plays the top seed tomorrow night as the districts continue, and that top seed is Springfield Greenwood. So we will see what happens. This is all 1, 2, and 3 competition. Greenwood and those guys are playing Class 3 now. They're paying the penalty for having won or been a state championship contender over the years. Hartville was also a winner last night. They're annually up there. So basketball is underway. The girls all played tonight.
Hand of God, I'm sitting here just listening to you talk about this breakdown, thinking to myself, how in the hell are we already at the playoffs? It's crazy. Just went by like that. Crazy. But in that note, regular season for college baseball has already started, hadn't it?
It has indeed. Drury University had back-to-back double headers Sunday and yesterday. They played Grand Valley State out of the state of Michigan. Grand Valley State is rather something of an anomaly in Division II because they have an enrollment of about 25,000 students, and yet they stay Division II in athletics. Very interesting. Anyway, Grand Valley State came down here, swept Drury in Sunday's doubleheader. Yesterday, they split. Drury won the first game 6-5 on a walk-off base hit in the 7th inning. Doubleheaders in college baseball are 7. They are in the minor leagues as well. Nightcap went 9-4 to Grand Valley, so Grand Valley takes 3 out of 4 in that 4-game series. The Bears are back in action today, and it should be a beautiful day for baseball. The Bears go down to Tulsa to play Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts is a good team, and the Bears play them this afternoon. Oral Roberts is coming off a series out in Arizona at Phoenix against Arizona State, in which Arizona State won 2 out of 3. But ORU's pretty good. The Golden Eagles play pretty good level of baseball. This will be a nice little test for the Bears.
So I got knocked out of my chair yesterday when Ned told me that most of the local schools are about ready to start going into the playoffs. What that means, we're getting closer and closer to the national tournament for college basketball. Before we do that, everyone's got their own conference business to sell.
Yeah, and the conference tournaments for the Missouri Valley Conference for the men begins next week. It doesn't seem possible, but yeah, it'll be not this coming Friday, or Thursday, I should say, but next Thursday up in St. Louis. The men play first, and it's for a reason, Mike. The men play before the ladies do in the Missouri Valley Conference because CBS Television said you play first when there are not a whole lot of games going on for the men, and we'll put your championship game on national television, which they have done and honored over the years. So, hey, the money is there. Take where that money is. Anyway, that's beside the point. The college basketball season is continuing on, and the number 1 team in America continues to be Auburn among the men. Duke is second. Watch out for the Blue Devils. They are very, very good. The Florida Gators are third. Missouri, 14th. 14th in America, despite losing to Arkansas over the weekend. The Missouri Tigers playing well. And I tell you, they're going to be a dark horse not only in the Southeastern Conference tournament, but in the NCAA tournament as well. Number one ladies team in America is Texas. They take over from Notre Dame, which lost over the weekend. Notre Dame is third, UCLA second, and the ladies continue to play very well. The national champion has lost a couple of games this year, South Carolina, and Connecticut is looming right there in fifth place. Gino Auriemma's team always in the hunt.
How did the Cardinals and Royals do in their exhibition games yesterday?
Cardinals got a win. They knocked off the New York Mets by a score of 7-4, and that's a very nice win. Steven Matz got the start for the Cardinals, and Matz pitching against his former team. He's a former Met. Through a couple of scoreless innings. Ryan Helsley did get battered around pretty good, but hey, that's okay. It's spring training. And Nolan Arenado did play in the game. He went 0 for 2, but again, it is spring training.
Now, last but not least, the Missouri State Bears are going to have to deal with some conference play here soon, aren't they?
Tomorrow night will be the Bears' final home game of the season. Is that even possible? Yeah, Missouri State will play Belmont. It's not their final game of the regular season. That'll come over the weekend when they go to Drake up in Des Moines. That'll be tough. But in terms of the home fans, of whom there have been very few this year, I'm sorry to have to report, they will get a chance to see the Bears for the final time if they don't go on the road to St. Louis. Final time tomorrow night against Belmont. The Belmont Bruins coming in from Nashville for the final home game of the season. And it's been the conclusion of what's really not been a very good year, Mike, and hopefully things will improve.
Hopefully they get some of these guys back so they can build upon what they learned this year, because even though it wasn't a winning year as a team, you definitely going through that together will make you stronger down the road. So hopefully that's the case and we don't lose them to that dreaded transfer portal. Ned, I'll see you soon.